Everybody.
Hello, Facebook. How are you?
I'm okay with you.
You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the question, Serena?
Do you believe in
Alright, so here's the question, right? Let me make sure I get it right. Do you let your feelings get in the way of amazing success? So this is Serena Vasegi, and Serena is the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write. And me, well, I'm Jamila Doolin, and Serena calls me his right-hand woman. I just kind of help him bring his words to life. Right, so Serena's job is to empower you, to motivate you, and to help you achieve your goals. Yeah, today we're talking about feelings. So Serena said he promises that this isn't going to be like all that touchy-feely stuff like, can we talk about our feelings? It's not going to be like that, right, Serena?
Feeling have a lot to do with this.
Right. But with that said, it's important to understand that feelings, they have a lot to do with your success.
In the video, never met the human and I realized
Right, so this is a book that Serena likes to read, and the book is entitled The 5-Second Rule, right?
Yeah.
And the writer is? Mel Robbins, yeah. And so one of the things that's written about in that book is that we aren't afraid of hard work. So that's good to know. We're not lazy. We're not afraid to work hard. What happens, though, is we are afraid of success, stress,
or negative
feelings. So it's not the work. The work isn't the issue. No, you're not afraid of that. People are afraid of stress or negative feelings. Right, here's a prime example. Customer service. If you're like me, the whole thought of calling customer service is one that does not make your heart jump with joy. It jumps, but not with joy.
But it's not. It's not hard.
No, it's not, and it's not the work. You're right, it's not the work. It's the stress. It's the stress of having to wait on the phone. It's the stress of the idea that you're not going to be able to communicate what you're trying to do. It's the stress of having to go to that stupid voicemail tree thing that never happened. Or now they have the voice recognition one. I'm sorry, am I emoting?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I really feel strongly about that.
Yeah, apparently, like Serena said, apparently I have some strong feelings about customer service.
And that's the point. That's the point. We are having everything is about it. Our feeling snap us, or can we just to achieve immediate success?
So this is what Serena said. Look, all of us have strong feelings about things. But here's the point. Are we going to let those strong feelings stop us? Or are we going to deal with that and get to our amazing success?
Yeah, and the reason why we have it, some saying, because they feel amazing.
Right, and the reason why bad habits are exciting is because, well, they make you feel amazing. So it's easy to do the things that make you feel good.
Yeah, because we get me gratification.
Yeah, the things that make us feel good, those things give us immediate gratification. So we love those things.
Yeah, but we're not we're not, we have to achieve immediately. We have to understand that it will feel safe.
Alright, so what Serena said is that, hey, look, when we're working toward our amazing success, we have to understand that it's not always going to feel exciting. It just isn't.
They say, everything is fire passion. Fire passion. I do because fire passion, it's not all the time.
Can you repeat? I hate to ask you this, Serena, but I think I'm going to need you to repeat.
They say, fire passion.
Follow your passion.
Passion is fun because you can't do things that you don't like doing.
Alright, so Serena said, you know how you hear all the time, follow your passion, follow your passion? He said, look, that doesn't work because following your passion means you'll only do the things that make you feel good. But achieving your goals oftentimes requires you to do the things that don't necessarily make you feel so good.
I knew the reason why we don't take 5 minutes all the time because we're afraid of the consequences.
Alright, and the reason we don't
Follow our feelings all the time.
The reason we don't follow our feelings all the time.
We're afraid of negative consequences.
We'd be afraid of the negative
Yeah,
consequences.
but if you don't really like going to work?
Example, what if you don't feel like going to work?
But what are you going to do? You get why?
Yeah, a lot of times you don't feel like going to work. But you know what you do? You get yourself up and you go anyway. Why is that?
You really think, what am I doing? I guess what? If I get mad,
Yeah.
my little turn off.
Right. So the reason you might go is because, say, if you get fired, then your lights might get turned off, or that habit that you've gotten into with eating might change.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
Not everything has the immediate trigger.
Not everything has
The immediate trigger.
that kind of immediate, median attached to it. Such immediate result. Yeah.
If you miss work, you will fired.
Alright, so if you miss work, here's the example. If you miss work too often, you'll probably get fired.
But if you don't directly.
But look at your problems. If you don't directly engage with your problems,
you might not see the result for years.
yeah, you may not see the result of that for years.
And you might not see the result ever.
Yeah, there's even a chance that you may never see the result of that.
No, you might see the result, but you won't realize the detriment that.
Right. So when I said, let me rephrase that. You probably will see the results of that. You just may not realize the impact for a long time.
First of all, I am a reader. I like to read. I read all the time.
Here's Serena's example. Serena is a reader. Serena loves to read, and it's true. He reads a lot. Like a little, yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely a bibliophile.
Yeah, but if
If you never
read a book,
read a book,
I never implemented what I learned.
And never implemented what you learned.
I would never do what I'm missing.
Then you'd never be able to learn what you're missing.
Yeah.
It's true. So now we're going to talk about these feelings again. And how they get in the way of your amazing success.
So I need a strategy.
Serena said he needs a lot of assistance throughout the day.
Every day it can get exhausting and frustrating. I feel up with every single thing that I need.
Yeah, so Serena said, look, it gets exhausting and it gets frustrating. And you said something else too, Serena.
Exactly.
Exhausting and frustrating.
Yeah.
To have to ask for help for so many things in a day.
There are times where I don't ask for what I need.
And Serena said there's times when he just doesn't ask for what he needs.
Because in the back of my mind, I feel like I'm burning.
Because in the back of your mind, you feel like you are
I'm burning.
a burden.
I feel like I do too much.
You feel like you're asking too much.
I feel like my degree is I'm everything. Came from a disability.
You feel like your disability.
I'm my disability.
You feel like you're putting the problems of your disability onto someone else.
And it's exhausting.
And it's exhausting.
In the past, I didn't ask for what I need because I didn't feel like it.
Right. In the past, Serena said he didn't ask for what he needed because he just didn't feel like it.
No matter what, it feels hot. If you're trying,
and no matter what, it feels challenging.
Embarrassing.
And embarrassing?
And
a little embarrassing.
I feel like I'm pushed back to me. I would make it that if I don't push past me, I would make it not done.
And so what Serena said was, if he doesn't push past those feelings, then he doesn't get anything done.
I can't ignore this. I don't want anyone to be really critical of what the truth is.
Right, and Serena said, look, I can't ignore those feelings, but even more than not being able to ignore those feelings, I don't want to ignore those feelings because those feelings help me feel even more grateful for the people who are in my life.
Okay, let's go to the kids.
Kids?
Yeah.
Oh boy, kids.
So,
Yeah.
I have 2 kids. You
Yeah, Serena has 2 kids. I have 2 children. So, Serena, let's get some context here. Your kids are little.
Yeah.
And my kids are not so little. They're still, let's see, I have a 13 and a 14, and you have a 4 and a 5.
Yes.
Actually, I have a 15-year-old now, so I have a 15 and a 13, and you have a 4 and a 5.
Well, yeah. I never feel like kids.
You never feel like...
Disciplining kids.
Yeah, Serena said he never feels like disciplining his kids.
But right now, they were doing bad, and it will hurt them the long run.
Right, he said, but he knows if he doesn't, then they'll turn into brats, and that'll hurt in the long run.
When I take away the iPad,
You have to take away the iPad.
When
When you take away the iPad.
I'm not happy, they're not happy.
Yeah, nobody's happy. We're not happy. They're not happy. Mama's not happy.
Over here. I get feelings.
So you have to put away those feelings?
Because that's why I feel hard. I gotta put away everything. I feel help.
Yeah, just like when you have to ask for help, you have to put away the feelings of embarrassment and frustration and ask for help.
Yeah. Because I think that to achieve the goals,
You have a feeling.
that can other feelings.
I have a feeling. No.
That can other feelings.
Oh, you want to talk about other feelings?
Yeah.
Okay. Other feelings it is then.
Have you ever had to do something that I don't like it?
Alright, so this was the question. Have you ever had to do something and you said, I don't feel like it? Yes. Daily.
It's so easy to give into.
It is. It's really easy to get into those feelings.
And I've never had to think I'd rather do something else. I'd rather do something else.
Have you ever had the feeling of, I'd rather do something else? Daily.
Yeah, so if you give into the thing, you never become, you never get a habit, and you never get achieve amazing.
Right, so what Serena said was this. Look, if we get into those feelings, you know, the I don't feel like it, or I'd rather be doing something else, those feelings, then our habits will not be what they need to be because we won't have the discipline we need to make good habits. And we won't be able to get the success we want because, as Serena stated before, success often involves doing that which you do not feel like doing.
I feel that I'm not good. I feel that I'm not good.
You feel like
I'm not good.
you're not good enough?
Yeah, that's a common feeling.
That's a common feeling?
Yeah.
A lot of people do feel like that. They feel as though they're not good enough for whatever it is. They're not good enough to achieve their goals. They're not good enough to have money. They're not good enough to whatever. They don't deserve it.
If you work hard, you work hard and you can you do. Amazing.
Right.
Okay.
So Serena said, on the flip end of that, people feel as though if they work hard and they're a good person, that they deserve amazing success. You're going to...
Yeah. Secret.
Alright, what's your secret, Serena?
Most speakers can be
Alright, so that for me one more time. Most speakers can so Serena said most speakers, public speakers, people who get on a stage and speak, can speak without a speech impediment.
I know it's shocking, but it's true.
He also said, I know it's shocking, it is true.
And in the past,
those thoughts held Serena back. The idea that, hey, other people can get on stage and do this. They don't have to have somebody work with them.
Yeah, and the thing I really, but they didn't understand me.
And the feeling of you don't deserve to be here. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't let those feelings stop you. You keep going.
Yeah. But the thing, preventing on people that for a year.
But those feelings also prevented Serena from getting on Facebook Live for like a year.
Yeah, because I used to watch him. I wish he could originally. I don't know for hours.
So Serena said he would watch Facebook Live a lot. Now these people are going on and they're talking for like an hour. And he's sitting there watching, thinking to himself, I'd love to, but I'm not good enough.
Okay.
Next.
Mel Robbins talking about interpreting.
Mel Robbins talks about interpretations.
Emotions.
About
Emotions.
emotions. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I believe it not in the book.
Alright, what kind of emotions?
Not in the book.
Not in the book? Oh, it was during an interview. It wasn't in the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, we're actually going to
Alright, so Serena said that when he reads a book and he likes it, then he'll see the author, then he'll go on YouTube and just start listening to the author with various interviews and so on and so forth. He just started going down the rabbit hole and doing all kind of research.
So this is
Okay.
You know the physical analogy, you bring into it excellent in the exact same way.
Alright, so what Serena said was, did you know that physiologically your brain interprets anxiety and excitement the exact same way?
Yeah. So I want you to think about that.
Yeah. Take a second and just kind of, think about that for a sec. Think about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Give an example of going to a meeting for son.
Think about going to
A meeting for son.
Going to a meeting for
For
my son?
Her son.
Her son?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you told me about this. So she talks about going to a meeting for her son.
And where is she going to get? Where is she going to a concert?
Versus going to a concert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them involve the exact same physical reaction.
Right. And both of these things, think about you're going to a school meeting and a concert, but they both involve the exact same physical reaction.
The nerves.
They both have nervousness.
Yeah. But the reason why you're excited or scared is you just temperature that way.
Right. Both of them, you're excited and scared at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're at a concert, you're excited, you're into excitement.
Alright, so when you're at a concert,
You're into excitement.
yeah, you get those feelings of excitement.
But when you're into it that way.
And that's how you interpret it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put me around me, you're nervous because you're into it that way.
Right, but when you're at the meeting, you're nervous because you interpret it that way. But physiologically, you're responding the exact same way.
So what she did, she turned up on me to get much help.
Right, so what she eventually had to tell herself was, hey, look, I'm here, and the reason I'm here is to get help for my son.
Another example.
Another example.
Where she said things.
When she started speaking,
she used to get nervous.
She used to get nervous.
And she assumed that if she didn't more times,
She assumed that.
if she didn't more times,
So she assumed that if she just kept speaking, that the nervousness would go away.
yeah.
And that's a fair assumption because that's what a lot of us were taught, that if you just keep doing it, eventually it'll become easy and you won't be worried about it anymore and it'll just be. So, but in her case, guess what? You can probably tell by how I'm saying this. You're right. It never went away.
That what she did was she interpreted as trying to do other things.
So what she started doing was, this is really smart. So rather than being nervous, she decided to interpret that as being excitement. Because remember, physiologically, the body is responding the same way. So now she just had to teach her mind to think of it in a particular way. Correct?
Yeah. So often, it's the way we interpret things.
Right. And so what Sermon said was, look, here's the thing. So often, it's the way we interpret things. The whole point of this is
feelings are a big part of success.
Feelings are a big part of success.
And feelings can either stop you or make you go forward.
Feelings can either stop you or they can push you forward.
The goal is not to eliminate feelings.
The goal isn't to eliminate your feelings.
The goal is to excite you to move forward.
The goal is to excite you to move forward.
And the second goal is to make you realize that you have control over your feelings.
And the second goal is to make you believe that you have control over your feelings.
I want to give you my feelings. I have so much disability.
You want to get rid of the feelings that you have about your disability?
I want to get rid of it.
You don't want to get rid of
Yeah,
it?
but I want to interpret in a more positive way.
But you do want to interpret them in a more positive way.
Many people ignore
A lot of people say ignore what's bothering you.
But I see that obviously.
But you see in a different way, the exact opposite.
I see that you're feeling in, but interpret the feeling in a different way.
You're saying just interpret the feelings in a different way.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't just brush the feelings aside, which it doesn't solve anything because at the end of the day, they're still there. Just because you're not acknowledging them doesn't make them go away. So what Serena's saying is, hey, look, acknowledge your feelings. Know it's there, but change the way you interpret that feeling.
What can you do to your goals? Despite what you feel.
So here's the question. What can you do to achieve your goals despite your feelings?
We are ready for it.
Feelings are a major part of reaching your amazing success.
We are human beings.
And that's the truth. We are human beings.
And that is a blessing of itself.
And that in and of itself is a blessing.
there's so many things in my life that give me the feeling of blessing and joy.
Serena said there are so many things in his life that give him the feeling of blessing and of joy.
My kids.
Those things would be like his kids,
sports,
good
food, hanging out with friends.
And
the more I understand the way I feel about things.
And so the more Serena understands and controls the way he feels about things,
the more amazing I become.
The more
amazing I am.
The more amazing he is.
I want to read you.
And he wants that for you as well.
Okay, have a good weekend. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, Serena said, have a good weekend.
I'm trying to make it.
Right, and Serena, well, he's the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write. And he's just really thankful that you joined in today.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. Don't forget to find us on...
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your day. And don't forget to be amazing.